All right, more of your Facebook questions for Alex Tees here at Bank of Hawaii. We're talking about taxes again. Alex, I got one from Kavika. He says, how do I know when I should report my interest income?
Right, so actually first before I answer that question, I just want to explain what interest income is for our viewers. And interest income is going to be any interest that you receive on savings accounts, certificates of deposit, which are CDs, or other investments. And at the beginning of each year, the payers of this interest are going to send out yearly tax statements known as Form 1099 INTs, and that's going to be a summary of all your interest income.
Okay, so do these reports include everything?
No, they're only going to include interest income over $10, but you and me as taxpayers have to report all of our earned income. And you're going to want to keep a spreadsheet or some type of list to know the sources and the amounts of all that interest income so that you can have it on hand when time to file.
So is all of that taxable?
Not all. Some interest income is not going to be taxable. For example, Series E, E, and I U.S. savings bonds issued after 1989 if used for higher educational expenses. But even dealing in this type of situation when these are non-taxable doesn't mean they're not reportable.
Okay, so how do you know whether or not you're supposed to do that on U.S. savings bonds?
There's essentially two ways to do it. One is to use the cash method, and if you use the cash method, you're going to recognize this interest income the year that you actually receive it, and having it credited to your account or made available to you in any way is going to mean that it's a condition for reporting. And the other way is some taxpayers elect to recognize just the increase in the value of that bond as interest income, even if they don't receive it. Either way, whatever method you choose, you want to make sure that you stick with it and reach out to the IRS if you have additional questions.
Sounds good. Lots to think about. That's why we ask the experts. Coming up next week, we're talking about budgeting. So keep your Facebook questions coming to our Hawaii News Now page. For Alex Tees, I'm Steve Ubihar.